Welcome to Awaken, your soul's unlimited potential. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Subscribe to my channel if you're not yet subscribed, and also click on the notification bell that's next to the subscribe button to be getting alerts of every time I put a post out here, a post that might actually inspire you to start thinking and acting differently, and hopefully transform your life in the positive manner, which is my intention with this channel. So if you're watching this, welcome, and let's dive into today's topic, which is all about how do you deal with the problems? And allow me to start with a bit of a metaphor. So if you've had any kind of experience with farming, be it practically, be it reading from a book, you always know that weeds are always part of the problem. Like, you can't farm and not encounter weeds on your land. That's impossible. So how do you choose to deal with this weed problem? Do you choose to just go and cut off the stems and some of the leaves? Or do you actually uproot this weed all the way from its roots and all the way out and actually take them away and burn these weeds? And of course, the B solution is the most practical one, because if you're using the A solution or just cutting a bit of the leaves and a little bit of the stems, you're going to find yourself constantly coming back to deal with this weed over and over again. Because if you're not uprooting this weed all the way up from its roots, you're still giving the weed an opportunity to regrow itself. And of course, you don't want that. You don't want to waste your time by constantly dealing with the same problem over and over again. The same kind of metaphor apply to your life and the kind of negative experiences or problems you've been having for your life, right? That here's what I've noticed, right? A lot of solutions which are being put out here are actually not dealing with the root cause of the kind of problems that we have. I'll give you an example. If you're dealing with a problem of distraction or procrastination, there's so many ways which are out here that might actually help you with that problem. So, right, someone may tell you that if you're used to procrastinating or distracting yourself, you might remove things on the external that actually distract you. It could be deleting some apps like the social media apps, or even getting rid of TV shows or getting rid of your TV, solving the problems from the outside, right? But you find that someone who has a deeper problem with that kind of a solution is just a surface level kind of solution. So you might get rid of this thing, but what this person will do, because it's a deeper kind of problem, they'll find another thing that will distract them, right? You might take away the social media apps, they tap into playing games on the computer or on the outside or whatever, like something to distract themselves from doing the work that they need to do. And that's my message for you if you're watching this. The kind of solutions that you're tapping into, are they actually dealing with the root cause? Because if you're not dealing with the root cause of this distraction problem, it could be an internal thing, like maybe a fear of failure or a fear of success. And trust me, that's actually a problem, right? Wouldn't you rather tap into a method that helps you get out of this fear? Because now when you no longer have this fear of failure, then it doesn't matter what kind of distractions are on the outside, because now you're able to focus because you've dealt with the root cause of, which is the fear of failure or fear of success. And that's the same kind of mindset and the same kind of awareness I want you to bring to the kind of solutions you tap into, right? I've seen so many people who've been stuck in the same place for years and years, talking about the same problems, that they'll come and tell you that, oh, I was feeling a little bit sad or a little bit anxious, and maybe I went and meditated or something, and I felt good for some time. I felt good for like 10, 15 minutes or a day or so, but they're not dealing with the root cause of it, right? So it will only be a surface level kind of solutions that it will just temporarily make them feel good in that moment. But you find that this person a year later is still going through the same problems because they've not dealt with the root cause of this sadness or this anxiety or this depression. They're just running away from that. But if they chose to now address this problem at the root cause, which is this depression, why am I feeling depressed? And really getting raw and real with themselves to that, and now finding solutions to this root cause, right? If they're not doing that, they're constantly just gonna be having to deal with the same problem over and over again. And I've seen people who've actually been stuck in situations for such a long time, dealing with the same issues over and over again. And if you're here, I just want to tell you that there are actually solutions that I'm not saying that there's anything that will fix you permanently, because challenges and problems are always going to be part of our human experience. But I can tell you that there are solutions out here that actually help you shift out of that vibration and shift out of it completely, and really clear all those stuck trauma and stuck wounds and stuck triggers, and help you move on with your life, as long as you're not giving too much attention to the past, right? So tap into those solutions. They are out here. You just need to look, right? And I'm not saying again, or I'm not dismissing any kind of method that you're using right now, because of course, if it's getting you to where you currently are, good for you. I applaud you for that. But if you want to move on and really, really transform your life permanently, you gotta find solutions that help you with that. Don't remain stuck assuming that this is part of life, because life is not all about that. Life is not about suffering. I think human beings have come to glorify suffering as part of our experience and make it seem like such a grand adventure. But that doesn't have to be the case, because the universe does recognize you as the divine creator of your human experience. So if you choose that suffering is not part of it, guess what? It doesn't have to be. But it has to come from you. That's what I always say. So back to my topic, which is all about tapping into solutions that actually deal with the root cause of it and not just the surface level of it. So I'm going to share a little bit about my background, right? So I know that when I started my work, which is just a couple of years ago, right? And I can tell you for sure, and this is something that I set as a target for myself in each and every aspect, it's to not be the same person that I was last month. I won't say just yesterday, because that might be a little bit of a short window or something, but I don't like being the same person I was like last month. I like tapping into things that help me grow and really push me out of my comfort zone, regardless of how uncomfortable it is. And trust me, any kind of change you have, it's always going to get uncomfortable. But the beauty of it is the person that you get to meet at the other side is always the most amazing person. And you're going to fall in love with that person who went through that challenge and really got out of that comfort zone to get to the other side. You're going to fall in love with that version of you. And that's what I always aim for, to always do that, to push myself past the pain and past the initial uncomfortability and just get to the other side, right? But here's the best thing with the kind of methods I use. I can tell you for sure that the person who started out this year, that's January 2020, is not 2022, sorry, is not the same person that is here today. Like, I can tell you for sure that a couple of months ago, this kind of videos are not something that I would have ever even pictured myself doing, because I already put myself inside a box, right? Like, I'm too shy, I'm too this, I'm too closed up, I don't like people seeing me and all that. And that's a box that I have been in like my entire life. So trust me, if you're stuck in that, I know that pain, I know it so well. But when I found a solution that just kind of like helped me uproot the root cause of this, like things became much easier for me. So like I said, I'm not the same person that I was last month. I'm not the same person that I was last year, for sure. And that's my message to you if you're watching this, like, tap into those kind of methods. And I love to share the kind of methods that I've used to find self-love, to find confidence, to find acceptance for myself, which I think a lot of people are struggling with out here, to find purpose. Like, that's always been a deep need of mine, to just know the reason as to why I'm here currently. Like, what's my purpose? And if you're watching this, I'm sure that's probably a question that you've also asked yourself a couple of times. I'm not saying that the kind of methods that I use are methods that are actually gonna, give you those what is it called, give you the answers, like here's the answer for you, like this is your purpose, this is what you're meant to do. No, I'm saying that the kind of methods I use help you tap into your soul's calling, into your soul's purpose, into the core of your being, right? Your soul. And the minute you're able to tap into that, then you're able to remember as to why you're actually here and what you came to resolve for yourself. You know, you find this kind of awareness and this kind of acceptance with yourself that literally it doesn't matter what's happening in the external world, because you know who you are on the inside and no one can mess with you if you have that kind of confidence and that kind of awareness in yourself. That someone can come and tell you that you're so, allow me to say this, you're so stupid, you're so ugly or whatever, but since you know you're the divine creator of your own human experience, you actually laugh these people off because you know that whatever they're saying is so wrong and not true. And that's my wish for you if you're watching this, to really tap into that kind of power, to tap into that kind of divinity for yourself, which is completely possible. You just gotta have to look, right? So if this is you and you like to learn more about the kind of solutions that I'm talking about, feel free to reach out to me. You can check out in the description box on how to connect with me. You can connect with me on Facebook or Instagram, or even check out the Soul Realignment reading, which is part of the solutions that I offer my clients, and the link is down below. So I hope to see you on the other side. And if not, I just hope that you can, again, get raw and real with yourself as to whether you're still the same person who you were last year, last month, or are you actually constantly growing and expanding out of your comfort zone, which is my wish for you if you're watching this. So thank you, and like today's video, if you resonate with today's message, give me a thumbs up down below or a love heart if you agree. I'd love to hear from you, and I'm just sending you so much love and so much virtual love wherever you're watching this from. Thank you and enjoy your day or night further or whatever time you're watching this. Bye for now.